USC star JuJu Watkins sets freshman scoring record in Trojans loss to No. 18 Utah. JuJu Watkins has done it again. The Trojans star set another program record on Sunday afternoon in No. 7 USC's 74-68 loss to No. 18 Utah at the Gallon Center in Los Angeles. Watkins dropped 30 points in the loss, which officially broke USC's freshman single-season scoring record. Watkins entered the contest needing just 9 points to break the program record that was set by Paula McGee. Despite shooting just 3 of 13 from the field in the first 20 minutes and missing all 3 of her three-point attempts, Watkins entered the locker room with 10 points after hitting a pair of free throws in the final seconds of the second quarter. Though USC tied the game briefly midway through the third, that was as close as it got. Utah surged back ahead and held on to take a 6-point win, which snapped USC's 7-game win streak. Alyssa Pilla led the Utes with 23 points and 9 rebounds. Kennedy McQueen added 14 points, and Dacia Young finished with 13 points off the bench. Utah, now at 20-8 on the season, has won 5 of its last 7 games. It'll host Washington State and Washington to close out the regular season next week. Watkins added 7 rebounds and 5 assists and shot 10 of 30 from the field to go with her 30 points in the loss for USC. Caitlin Davis added 13 points and 8 rebounds, and Mackenzie Forbes added 10 points. They were the only 3 Trojans players to hit double figures, and the team shot just 4 of 20 from behind the arc as a unit. Watkins has already set a number of records at USC this season. She dropped her 11th 30-point game in the Trojans' win over No. 11 Colorado on Friday, which overtook Cheryl Miller's USC record of 10 such games in a single season. She also recorded a 51-point game in an upset win over Stanford, which broke a school record that dated back to 1989. JuJu Watkins is good enough for the WNBA, but 19-year-olds aren't allowed. For years, the NBA allowed the best high school stars to jump directly from the amateur to professional level. That's since changed to the current world of one-and-done players going to college or overseas for a season before trying their hand at the top level. In the WNBA, 4 years is required to make that jump. While the reasons are valid for making players wait in a league with only 12 active teams, and 3 more on the way, there are no LeBron James-like situations where generational talent doesn't have to wait to prove themselves to the world. That's a shame, because down the road from James and the Staples Center is USC Trojans guard JuJu Watkins, a star who's already playing at a professional level as a college sophomore. There are numerous ways in which Watkins established herself in one season, scoring 32 points in her freshman debut against a ranked Ohio State team, playing only 31 minutes due to foul trouble, scoring 51 points on the Stanford Cardinal in conference play, or leading the Trojans to an upset win over Stanford in the Pac-12 tournament championship game. All culminating in a spot on the AP All-American First Team, only one of 5 freshmen to ever do it. Scoring is important, and Watkins' 27.1 points per game as a freshman were only second to Caitlin Clark at Iowa. However, what makes Watkins so dangerous is the poise and patience on the court. Only Watkins knows what's going on inside her head, but from the outside perspective, the game is in slow motion to the Los Angeles native. Watkins moves the USC offense up the court, and she takes her time, always looking up at what's ahead. The Trojan reads the defense, watches teammates move to their next position, and decides which course of action is the best. Then Watkins attacks. It's not a run at breakneck speed like Notre Dame's Hannah Hidalgo. Watkins is methodical with her movements. It's an effortless speed that almost looks slow, but it's the 6'2" guard using her size in an effective and dangerous stride. If a defender is out of position or there's a hole in the zone, it's a drive to the basket. Known for crossovers from her left to right, Watkins adjusted and started incorporating moves to the left. If a second defender closes in, Watkins stops and hits a smooth mid-range jumper. If an opponent thinks Watkins is letting a play develop and gives her space from deep, the guard will throw up a 3-point shot. Using the guard position classification on Watkins is unfair. it doesn't encapsulate everything Watkins does on the court. Yes, there are guard elements like Watkins passing. Part of that court vision is finding teammates. Last season, Watkins was second on the team in assists with 112. Only Mackenzie Forbes bested the freshman with 115, with Watkins playing one less game. It's a small sample size this season, but in 3 games, Watkins averages 4.7 with new weapons around her like freshman Kennedy Smith and first-team All-Pac-12 forward Kiki Ariafin, who transferred.